up? We are finally back in action after, Lord forbid, Collier had to go on a leave of absence for a week and a half. But we're finally back, and we're gonna get into it. We're gonna drop right into it today. Got Case on the bottom, Collier in the top right. Gonna let Collier go over the topics today since we're welcoming him back from his leave of absence. So go ahead and start us off.
All right, obviously, the first thing we probably want to start off with is the wild card recap. A lot of crazy things happened. The boy down there in the bottoms team kind of blew my mind, beating Dallas. A lot of big games happening. Stroud, he's just keeping it going. So what are we thinking? We'll start with the Green Bay Dallas game.
Um,
What you think about it?
to say surprised, even from being a Green Bay Packers fan, it surprised the hell out of me that we absolutely
For real.
come into the AT&T Stadium and just stomped the mud hole.
I mean,
And
what?
then,
21 of their points was on the second string.
yeah, it just. I mean, we let go after the fourth quarter. I mean, we knew it was a blowout, but them Cowgirls, man, damn.
It's like I said, Dak started the game off by pretty much throwing two pick sixes. One of them was a pick six. The other one could have been a pick six. I mean, it was in their own red zone. So, I mean, I said either Dallas would come in, blow them out of the water, or Dak would do Dak things. And I mean, it was embarrassing. I mean, that Dallas defense got absolutely steamrolled. It doesn't help when you throw a pick six and a pick in your on like 15, I think, by Jair Alexander. But man, was that an absolute beatdown. Like, whew.
I guess Brooks and Dunn's were wrong. Man, cowgirls do cry.
I know
Motherfuckers went home crying that night.
they said they're bringing back McCarthy, man. I don't know why you would bring him back, man.
I never thought
Don't
McCarthy was that good.
he
I think
ain't.
Rodgers would have had a couple rings
I think Dak
for
needs to.
not having McCarthy.
You might need to look at getting Dak out there too. He just
Yeah,
every playoff season, man. He plays all year like an MVP candidate, and then he throws two pick sixes in the wild card.
Same
if
old,
I,
same
if I'm
old.
not mistaken, Dak is about to have like a 60 mil cap hit next year.
I mean, I just think that team is so talented that at this point you got to think something's wrong with your quarterback and your head coach. Like, because
The defense is good. You've got wide receivers galore out there in fucking Dallas, man.
Well, actually, also in that first half, I don't know what the hell was going on with between Dak and CD, but they were not clicking. They were not on the same frequency. Something
it's
happened.
playoff Dak, man.
He probably heard, yeah, here we go too many times.
Did you see at the end of the game when
Yeah.
Jordan Love said, "Yeah, here we go"?
That's great, man. I'm still mesmerized over Houston blowing Cleveland out of the fucking water, man.
I did not expect that at all.
I was kind of pulling for the Texans to win, but 45 points.
I did
That's-
want the Texans to win, but I also wanted the Browns to win just because I wanted to see the Browns-Ravens rematch.
Yeah.
But golly, man, I mean, they got decimated.
I
Like
tell you,
Stroud, man, he could be the first rookie to take his team playoffs
I'm a
or take his
little,
team to the Super Bowl.
I'm a little worried
Yeah.
about the game tomorrow night, man. I'm not even going
He
to fret
looks
about
good,
it.
man.
I'm
He
worried
looks
about
good.
Nico, but man, he's proven himself as a wide receiver one out there in Houston too. So Houston ain't bad.
Nah, I mean, there's really nothing to talk about there, dude. The Browns look terrible in every facet of the game. Their defense looked bad. Their offense looked bad. I mean, Flacco done Flacco things, threw a bunch of interceptions, two pick sixes. Honestly, without them two pick sixes, the game probably don't look as bad as it did. But,
It looked pretty bad.
it was a
Alright.
beatdown. I mean, it was not good. But anyway, moving on from that, because I mean, that was just embarrassment. Dolphins Chiefs. I don't know if anyone expected anything different. The
I
Dolphins
did.
are like 0-11 in the cold games, and this was another cold game. And
Yeah.
I mean, the Chiefs. Like, I know the Chiefs aren't as good as they have been, but I mean,
They're
you could have
still the
put any
Chiefs.
NFL team out there and beat the piss out of Miami in a cold game.
No.
Yeah,
'Cause
Mike McCarthy's a fraud. Aren't Mike McCarthy? Mike McDaniel's is a fraud.
I don't think he's a fraud. I just think Miami ain't attuned to cold games, man. They
No.
look so bad when it's cold.
Cause Tua ain't the answer.
Yeah, Tua's got to go.
You seen
Tua-
what numbers Patty was putting up with Tyreek Hill? When you got Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle,
I mean, Tyreek is still putting up good numbers, but man, every time you see him on a deep ball, he's underthrown. He's coming back to the ball.
Well, I mean,
You
I'm
see
not
it a
saying
lot.
like Tua. He led the league in passing. That's great and all. He threw 15 fucking interceptions this year.
Yeah, but you also have a Ferrari and a Lambo on the
Yeah.
outside. So like,
Yeah, you
Yeah.
shouldn't be throwing 15 interceptions.
and honestly, you should have 6,000 yards with those receivers.
He barely had a 2-to-1 touchdown interception ratio by like one touchdown. That's
I
not
mean,
good.
everyone's known since he came out of college, his arm strength isn't there. Like,
Mm-mm.
and he's throwing to a guy that's got Olympic speed. Two guys, honestly. I mean, Waddle's
Waddle,
he's
yeah.
probably on the same level as Tyreek in speed.
He might
It's
be like
just
a half a footstep behind.
you
maybe.
got two absolute deep threats, and you can't hit them in stride. I mean, Mahomes and Tyreek was the perfect matchup because Mahomes can absolutely sling the ball. I mean, honestly, it's one of those scenarios where fuck it, Tyreek's down there somewhere. Throw that son of a bitch up and let it fly.
Pretty much.
But he can't do that. And I don't know if McDaniel is actually going to get rid of him or not because, I mean, he did look good this season. But it's the same thing as one of those Dax situations. Like, yeah, they look good, but once a team actually is decent comes around, I mean, the Dolphins were like 0 and whatever against over 500 teams. I don't even think they won a game against a 500 plus team.
I don't know. I'm not a big Dolphins guy.
I mean, I like them. I like Hill. I like Waddle. I like Mostert and A-Chain.
Yeah, I'm
But
about to say A-Chan's. He's the
man,
guy.
that's just bad.
Which he
Anyway,
had a rough
alright.
game though. He had like fucking like 10 rushing yards or some stupid shit.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the Chiefs do have a pretty good run game defense. They still have Chris Jones and all them big
How
ends
about-
on all.
How about the Bucks though, man? How about them Buccaneers?
Baker Mania, dude. Gosh, I'm so gassed to see him playing good, man. I think he's what everyone wanted Johnny Manziel to be.
There you go.
Like he's so fun. I've seen him coming out of the halftime locker room just straight snorting, smelling salts, dude.
Yeah.
So it's just like this guy you can root for. Like I don't see how you could root against
No,
Baker Mayfield.
Baker, man, he's the real deal for sure.
Do you think
And-
Browns are going to regret it?
I think
I think they're already
Anybody-
kicking themselves in the ass for paying
Yeah, for getting
Deshaun Massage fucking $240 guaranteed.
I think Deshaun, like before the whole incident, he was playing on the level of the money they paid him, but then he gets an injury, and then the whole thing with
He gets
Massage.
somebody rubbing his wiener in a massage parlor.
I still am on his side. I think that's ignorant, but
I mean, okay, if it's one person, yeah, they might be trying to get some money. If it's two people, yeah, they might be trying to get some money. If it's three people, yeah, they might be trying to get some money. When it's fucking like 40 of them, that motherfucker's probably over there fucking paying them to fucking rub up on his dick.
I
mean-
still think Houston set him up because he
Yeah.
wanted out of Houston.
Man, when you got that many people saying you've been trying to get them to rub up on you and stuff,
And he would have gotten in trouble for it. If it was legit, he
He's
wouldn't
got-
be in the NFL.
Dude,
It don't matter how much money
O.J.
he's
Simpson
got.
chopped his wife's head off and he's walking free.
If the glove
does
don't
matter.
fit, you gotta quit.
It does matter.
Quit him, dude. He's acquitted. Put some respect on my man OJ's name. I mean, you're sitting there with a murderer on the back of your wall there. Ray Lewis
Allegedly.
killed two people.
Allegedly.
Oh, if the glove don't fit, you gotta quit. That's what I'm saying.
Allegedly.
All I'm saying is, if Deshaun Watson actually got caught with this, he would have had more repercussions than, oh, well, we're just going to say he
Look
touched
at Big
people.
Ben, man. He got scot-free.
Yeah,
Look
but
at Tiger Woods. He swung a golf club at his wife's face and he's walking
none of
free.
this
Oh, his wife beat the fuck out of him with
none
his
of this
golf
was
club.
talked about until he wanted to leave Houston. That's when all this stuff came out. And then the guy that's defending Houston is the owner's best friend, so... whatever, moving on. We're not talking about rapists and we're not talking about masseuse diddlers.
How about
Talking
the
about food.
Lions and Rams, dude?
That was ignorant.
What?
I hope the Lions go down and crash and burn.
What?
That's my
Dude.
favorite to make the Super Bowl in NFC.
I mean, if the refs keep letting them beat the shit out of every team they play, yeah. Maybe.
Oh, you're one of
They
those
can't
guys.
win that much money.
Okay, we watched Patrick Mahomes get pushed. Just pushed. 3 flags flew in. They about ejected the guy.
You're one of those
Matthew
Stafford
Stafford.
riders.
Matthew Stafford got
Come on.
hit 10 seconds after the ball
Come
was gone,
on.
and Hutchinson steps on him.
You and
No,
Zach,
it's
man,
cool.
y'all are over here fucking skiing on fucking Matt Stafford.
You just hate him, and there's no reason to hate him. Goff is trash. I don't care what you say. Goff is trash.
Well, I tell you where Stafford is and where Goff is right now.
Stafford's got a ring on his finger. Goff ain't gonna have a
Took
ring
him
on his
19
finger.
fucking years and go to a fucking super team to get it.
I mean, damn, he's the only reason Detroit was talked about for 20 years.
Megatron.
He was a mid-tier quarterback.
The-
that
yeah,
mid-tier things.
name another person on them teams besides Megatron and Stafford. Exactly. Then Goff goes there, and of course
Dan
they
Campbell.
start getting. Dan Campbell wasn't there with Stafford.
That was a little bit before it.
Yeah. He's a mid-tier
Nah,
quarterback. Doesn't
I mean,
mid-tier
if
things.
you actually watch the game, dude, there was pass interference everywhere. They was beating
If you
the
don't
piss
quit
out of
taking my
Stafford.
motherfucking cherry vape, I swear, or watermelon vape, I swear to Jehovah Witnesses, oh God, I'm about to lose my shit, boys.
You can hate on Stafford all you want, but that was embarrassing. There was plenty of penalties that should have been thrown that would have put them up 7, and they would have won that game.
Man,
If half the stuff that happened in that game happened to Baltimore next week, yeah, you change your mind real quick. Or
Well, I
happened
mean,
this weekend.
if you remember last week when the Lions scored 3 consecutive 2-point conversions and got robbed.
I was with them. You got robbed, but that don't mean you can beat the piss out of Stafford and hold on every. I mean, it was embarrassing. And all I see is everybody. Well, the Rams hit this guy for the Saints 20 years ago. Yeah, 20 years ago, brother. It was a
Yeah.
missed call, but they missed them play after play on 2
That
consecutive
was their
drives.
karma, bitch. Send
No,
them
that's
home
a
packing.
lot more than karma.
Yeah. Fuck
I
Sean
hope-
McVay and Stafford. Send
care.
them home packing.
I hope Goff shows his true colors and they get beat by 40.
Goff shows his true colors. He's second in passing yards and first in
He's
touchdowns.
trash. The 49ers about to beat the piss out of them. Mark my
Well,
words.
Green Bay plays 49ers.
Oh, yeah, Green Bay does play the Niners. Who plays the Lions?
That would be Bucks.
Yeah, they play the Bucks,
Oh. That's right.
and they will beat the shit out of the Bucks. And
Yeah,
they'll be the
they're gonna
Lions
beat
and the
the shit out of
Niners
the
in the
Bucks.
conference.
I don't know, man. I don't know if they have enough to guard the Bucks. The Bucks have a pretty stupendous offense.
That
If
is gonna
Mike
be a
Evans
division.
drops those passes this week,
NFC Championship game is going to be Green Bay Packers and the Lions.
Green Bay.
I don't know, man. The Niners.
I'm calling it right now.
Niners almost at this point have a free shot to the Super Bowl.
Nope. Brock Purdy's going to pull another Dak, and we're going to fucking stomp all over that defense.
I don't think any of the defenses left have a Baltimore-esque defense to put pressure on him like that.
Just wait.
Because really, unless you can get pressure,
Just watch.
I don't know about
That's
that.
going to be C.J. Stroud's biggest concern tomorrow night is the pressure that's going to come his way from that Baltimore
That's-
front seven.
Honestly, Baltimore at this point, their defense is what's going to bring them to the Super Bowl.
I've seen C.J. Stroud under pressure, but I've not seen him under pressure all fucking game like he's going to be tomorrow night.
That is what Baltimore's specialty is, man.
Yeah.
They got a great defense.
I mean, you got Alex Leatherwood
no.
out there at tackle. He is going to get bodied tomorrow night.
They got the day game, don't they?
Yeah, they got the 4:30 game.
Yeah, we got the 8:30 game.
So,
And then you got Bills and Steelers. Any words on that?
fuck Steelers are
Steelers
frauds.
shouldn't even been in the damn playoffs.
No,
Yeah,
they
I got so
shouldn't.
tired of hearing about Mason Rudolph. Oh, they beat the
Mason
Ravens in
Rudolph,
week
man,
18.
I think he played good enough to earn a starting spot somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, they
Yeah,
beat the Ravens
XFL.
week 18. Yeah, well, we've been
There's-
both starters. And still
There's
rarely
some
won.
NFL starters that are worse than Rudolph.
Not very
honestly.
This
many.
defense really ain't all that
Pickett's
good either,
worse.
though.
And
They ain't
Well,
very
that
many
TJ
running
Watt
backs
was
worse
out.
than Najee either. Najee is
Najee's trash.
trash.
He's
So,
not good.
I'm a big Najee hater. I think he's overhyped. Finally starting to come down to earth on that guy.
Literally, the only thing that team is TJ Watt, Minka Fitzpatrick,
And
a
TJ
bag of
Watt
fuck-
didn't play. That was
And
They
like
still
Like-
got Cam Hayward, dude.
Cam Hayward's older than all of us put together.
Dude.
He's old enough to be my fucking daddy, dude.
That's my great papa you're talking about, brother.
Yeah, he's old. TJ Watt been out though, it hurt him, and you could tell.
I still
Yeah,
like
100%.
Hayward, man. He's probably one of my favorite.
I still think T.J. Watt should win Defensive Player of the Year, but it's probably gonna be Garrett.
My biggest concern, man, is Marlowe's out tomorrow night for the Ravens. So, you're one DB short. That's going to be
And,
tough. And Mark Andrews still ain't playing.
Mark Andrews, yep, they
Which,
couldn't
don't
get
get
him.
me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Likely, very good tight end. But he's not a Mark Andrews. So, I'm excited about it. Is Jair Alexander playing tomorrow night, Case? I know he's questionable.
No, he's playing.
Yeah, he's playing, yeah.
Okay. So, that'll definitely. If Green
I-
Bay's defense shows up, it'll be a good game. But
Yeah,
Ayuk and Debo, man, they got speed. And when you stop those two guys, you got a little white boy in the backfield who can run his legs off. So, I mean, you got problems all across the field.
hopefully Aaron Jones can do also what he did to the Cowboys.
Yeah, man, that surprised me. Like, Aaron
Yeah,
Jones
'cause it-
hadn't done nothing all year. He didn't even clear, like, 600 yards, did he? He was, like, going
I'm
into
not
week
for
18, he had, like, 500-some yards all season. Like, it was...
Well, he was also injured half
Yeah.
the season too, because it was something with his leg. It was either his hamstring or his quad that he injured the first game of the season.
And I wouldn't, like... I'm not saying A.J. Dillon's bad, because he's not, but...
He's not Aaron Jones.
He's not, like, they said, like, oh, man, like, this guy, he's been working on the quads, man, his legs bigger than most people's head and shit, like, he's going to be a stud. Nah, he wasn't really a breakout, like, make me blink to see him play.
He's a good power back. That's about it.
Yeah, he's a good running back, too. They got a good
Yeah.
1-2 combo with him. But, I mean, that's he's not a starting running back.
I agree 100%.
But-
But I think the biggest challenge is going to be our defense,
Yeah.
because throughout the season, I mean, before we went on that good win streak at the end, it was a struggle bus watching that damn defense. And fuck Joe Barry.
Oh, dude, Joey subscribed to us. What's up? How do you find our YouTube? That's pretty awesome. Sorry, that's off topic. Case
All
I know who it
right.
is.
Anyway, Alabama's new head coach, Kalen DeBoer. What do we think about that?
I think this is the downfall of Bama, and dude, I've been sleeping so good at night because of it.
Speaking of that, they're bringing the quarterback. What's his name? Austin Mack. He was the guy that redshirted under Penix, coming from Washington.
Yeah,
following
and then
DeBoer.
they're fucking Alabama's 5-star. You know when his first day in class was? His first 20 minutes in class, he got the notification that Nick Saban retired. His first day of school at Alabama, in his first 20 minutes, walked out and told him he was transferring. 5-star, number 1 quarterback in 2024. That's crazy.
I think I agree with you, Brent. I think we're going to see the downfall of Alabama. Plus, with that and the NIL deals now, no.
I think we see a lot of like Cali schools like USC, UCLA, Texas.
Yeah.
If you're in those big name places with big money, you're going to have the teams. Knoxville has a little bit of money, but they don't have the USC money and the UCLA money.
No.
That's the whole reason Bronny James is playing college basketball at USC.
Yeah, ain't he get paid what, $9 million a year? Or 10
Oh,
million
he's
or
like
something that?
he's number 1 in NIL money, if I ain't mistaken.
It's something ridiculous like
Yeah.
that.
And he wasn't even like that good of a player. I mean, like, I'm not saying he's bad, but he wasn't like a top 2 on the prospect chart. But it goes to show you what money can do for you.
I'm not 100% sure Alabama will completely crash and burn. I still think they'll be relevant. But
I'm not saying they're going to be like trash, but I'm seeing a lot of like 9-3, 10-2 seasons.
I still think they're one of the top teams in the SEC because I think the SEC is weak other than the top 4 or 5 teams.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
But,
Nico, I'm a fuck you mama's on the come up. Just wait for it.
well, I mean, Tennessee's one of the top SEC teams. So,
That's sad to think about.
but when you think like Missouri and all them, like, yeah, they might have a decent season here and there, but
I'll tell you, man, I expect Texas A&M to come back next year after,
I can
Urban
see
Meyer 2.0
I
got
can
out
see
there.
both of the Texas teams
Oh,
dominating.
yeah, I see Texas coming. People
I
saying,
can
oh,
easily
Texas
see
coming to the SEC, they're going to show up to play some ball, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just gonna keep getting better recruits going to the SEC.
Now,
Once you start
Oklahoma,
recruiting
yeah.
South,
Oklahoma might be and for a couple of years, but I think
Well,
Texas right away. They're just
yeah, they're
Yeah.
just heavily offensive,
Mm.
and that's not really worked in. Except A&M, when they first joined the SEC and had Manziel and them, yeah, that full offense
Manziel, Mike
dominated.
Evans.
I mean, yeah, they did dominate there for a minute, but it's hard once you're in the SEC to hold a just offensive heavy team.
Whew, look at all the snow, boys. Damn.
Yeah, I've been working out in it. It sucks.
What we think
Yeah,
about
I worked on
Antonio
that
Pierce
yesterday.
to the Raiders, man? That kind of came out of left field for me a little bit. I wasn't expecting that, but I mean, I don't
Wasn't he
hate
the
it.
intern head coach?
Yeah, he was the interim head coach. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like you wasn't expecting him to stay there. At least me personally.
Well, the players backed him up. I think that's what really got the Raiders GM to keep him. Players had him back.
I mean, they said it. He was like a flawless linebacker coach. Same with like Gerard Mayo in New England. Like they say, like he was like a defensive mastermind. But
That's an issue, though, man. I can see the Antonio Pierce one, but for the Mayo, you go from playing football to a linebackers coach to a head coach. I think they are just throwing him to the wolves.
that's
too
exactly what Pierce did.
Yeah, but Pierce didn't do that great this year either.
He
Let's
went
be
5 and
real.
4. He didn't do
The
well.
Raiders, but like the Raiders also wasn't as much of a dumpster fire as New England is, because New England has problems everywhere. Their
You see
defense is bad.
There
Their
was
offense
only
is bad.
there was only one player out of the whole team who came to Gerard Mayo's welcome interview with the media. Mac
Mac
Jones.
Mac Jones.
He's trying to keep that. He's trying to keep that.
Oh, Mac
Hurt job.
Jones needs to get the fuck up out of there. He's trash. Trash can.
He was
They're
the only one.
they're just bad, dude. I mean, they're terrible. That honestly, I don't know if it's exactly going to be what it is, but that could be Alabama. I mean,
I think old Belichick had a clause in his contract to make Jared Mayo fucking his predecessor.
Yeah. I just, man,
Yeah.
after watching that welcome interview from Gerard Mayo, I don't see color.
pretty much keep them terrible for me, brother, just to make sure
Yeah.
I'm still the greatest.
Did you watch that welcome interview?
I don't see color.
Yeah.
I see black, white,
And-
disabled.
Yeah, like I was getting it at first, like, okay, yeah, you're not on the racism train. That's cool. Neither are we. Then he gets into the handicapped people. I'm like, wait. How's that to do with skin color?
Robert Kraft is sitting back there like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What did I just hire?
Yeah.
Damn it, Bill. How'd you talk me into this? Man, I don't think it'll be bad.
Oh, Bill.
What we thinking with the Falcons, man? They got Jim Harbaugh coming in for a second interview, and Bill
Bill's
Belichick
coming in
for a second interview.
Do you really take Jim Harbaugh over Belichick, though?
Honestly, if you're looking long term, yeah, you do.
I think Belichick needs to go to the Chargers, in my opinion.
Belichick
and
ain't gonna
let
be coaching for
Harbaugh
much
have him
longer,
win.
man. I mean,
He wants 13 wins. That's all he wants at this point. I'm telling you,
figure-
as soon as he passes, what's his face? He's done. He just wants to pass the greatest winningest coach in the NFL, and then he's finished. 13 wins is all he needs.
But I don't know. If you're looking for long run, and if you're Atlanta and you're looking for long run, I think you go Harbaugh. Harbaugh's proved he can
every
make it
day
to
of
the
the week.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He's
But as a Chargers, if you want to win now, Belichick might not be a bad choice.
Chargers about got to win now, or they're gonna be fucked here in about 2 years when they run out of money.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they paid Herbie.
A
Wow.
bunch. They paid him a bunch.
Yeah, and it's all front loaded contract too. So like they're gonna be hurting here in about 3 years. So they better win now because they ain't gonna be able to win later. And Keenan's getting old. And Eckler's
Quentin
getting old.
Johnston's useless.
Yeah, Quentin's useless. They better be looking at winning now because they ain't gonna be much later, from what I can see. I don't know though. I mean, it's gonna be crazy where all these coaches go. I think.
I was reading something earlier. It was saying, you think 28-3 is bad. Imagine having 2 interviews with Coach Belichick before anybody else does, and you still blow it.
I also seen Vrabel, the Chargers interviewed him.
Yeah, I don't think Vrabel fits in very well with the Chargers though.
He should have went. He should have had the starting job at Patriots.
He should have never got fired.
No.
No, they shouldn't have fired him. But yeah, he should have been. I mean, he's a Patriot. That's one of the reasons he got fired, is because he talked up the Patriots so much.
What we think about Cliff Kingsbury going to Chicago?
I think that would be perfect. He's had work with Kyler Murray. Justin Fields is pretty much Kyler Murray. So I think he would be great for
I
an
like it.
offensive coordinator spot in Chicago.
I like it too.
I don't think he'll get rid of Fields either.
Yeah.
Like he would fight tooth and nail to keep Fields.
That's
I mean, if they do pass on Fields, it wouldn't surprise me. It's a Chicago
but
thing.
here's
I
the
mean,
thing, man. Also, with Kingsbury, he coached the USC with Caleb Williams. Him and Caleb are.
Caleb
that-
Williams is
I
trash.
know.
That would be
I
a waste
know.
of a draft pick.
I agree. I agree 1,000,000%.
You
but I
know
can
what?
see some dumb shit
Honestly,
like that.
If they do some nonsense like get rid of Fields and draft Caleb Williams, they deserve to be dumpster fire, and I will
Yeah.
gladly watch them suck on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you've got the building pieces at this point. You need a couple more pieces, and you're a contender again. And they're going to throw it all the way to draft Caleb Williams, a prima donna Winnie, who's probably not going to play in Chicago. I ain't playing. I'm going back to college. Jackass.
I mean, as a Packers fan, I hope they do draft draft Williams, so Jordan Love can continue to be their fucking daddy. But we'll see.
You can't give up on Fields, man. Like
No, he's
I've
good.
sat
He's a
and
good
watched a
quarterback.
lot of Chicago games, and you can tell he's not the problem. And bringing in DJ Moore, it showed even more that he wasn't the problem. And everybody's saying, "Oh, DJ Moore going to Chicago, his career's done. He's no longer a 1,000-yard receiver." Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
He played a
he's
lot
still
better
there.
in Chicago than he did in Carolina.
Cole Kmet still playing swell. I mean, I know he ain't a 1,300-yard a season Travis Kelce tight end, but he's a there when you need him tight end. I like Cole Kmet a lot.
I mean, it's just difficult to be a 1,300-yard tight end when Fields is on his back about every play.
Exactly,
Yeah.
man. Oh,
Just
yeah.
like this year,
Like that offensive line. Honestly, I can't remember the last time the Bears had a good offensive line.
Probably when they went to the Super Bowl.
Poor old Cutler used to get beat to death too.
Probably the Rex Grossman days. And man, what a waste of an offensive line for that guy.
Rex Grossman's trash.
Grossman and Thomas Jones.
Yeah, they had Grossman and Kyle Orton. Woo, two studs right there.
What about old Cam Newton? Was he right about the whole game managers? He's called it about Dak at this point. And, I mean, I know he threw Purdy in there. Was he right about the whole game managers? Because I know everybody roasted him when he said that. Like, oh, well, this guy's stupid. He needs to sit on his couch. He's trash. But, I
Speaking
mean,
of the interview
He
with
said
Bill
it about
Belichick
Tua,
is
too.
completed in Atlanta.
Just finished.
Yeah, he just walked out.
Damn.
I don't know, man.
Now, I think Dak is trash. I mean, I know he has good regular season stats, but
I'm thinking Cam Newton was right about them, man. They're only good in their system, and then once their system starts to fail, they fail.
yeah,
Because Tua failed, Dak
Mhm.
failed, and Purdy has a chance to fail because we've seen it with Baltimore. Once that system
I-
fell, he fell.
I hope to God he fails.
I mean,
I
I
do
want
too.
to see him in the Super Bowl, but I mean,
What about-
anything can happen.
Did y'all see Gruden's tweet about RG3?
Yeah, and RG3. I mean, what about me, brother? You told me you couldn't coach me.
No, did you see his reply?
I don't know. I seen them go back and forth a couple times.
Hold on me. Wow.
Oh yeah, OJ roasted the absolute dog. shit
Yeah,
out of
he-
him.
He deleted the post of it. But dude, it was so fucking awesome. He said Jay Gruden just replied on Twitter. He deleted it shortly after. Talking to RG3, he said, "You weren't good enough. Kirk was better. Cleveland didn't want you. Baltimore didn't either. Quit blaming me."
Oh.
The man tore both ACLs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about Gruden though. RG3 was good before he tore them ACLs.
Yeah, he had a stellar fucking rookie season.
I mean, I can see Kirk being better after he tore both ACLs, if that's what he's saying, but...
And I don't think Kirk's never been bad. He's just been a mid-tier
He's another
quarterback
game manager,
all of his
man.
life.
He's only good if he can throw it up to a Jay Jettis.
Yeah.
Like, they're not... I don't see him as a... Like, he's not going to change the game for you and win you a Super Bowl. We've seen it last year.
Yeah, man. The Vikings are kind of in a predicament to where
they're in a predicament to where Justin Jefferson's fixing to leave.
And I seen something about Russell Wilson coming to the Vikings, and man, dude, I hope that's never going to happen, because as it sits, I like the Vikings, and if Russell Wilson goes there, I can't pull for him. I can't, dude.
I don't know what your beef is with Wilson, man. Is it because of his dangerous sandwich?
Broncos country, let's ride. Yeah, you were fucking rode, buddy. Rode right to the fucking bench.
He had a good season this year. You can't hate on him for that.
I hate
Russell
Wilson.
He was putting up like numbers this year.
He's nothing but a prima fucking donna.
A prima donna with a couple rings on his hand.
Only one.
Has Pete Carroll got any interviews?
Yeah, he's supposedly just shadowing the Seahawks.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's apparently what they're doing with him. I don't know.
He was the oldest head coach.
Yeah. Hell, Bill ain't far behind.
No, Bill's just a year younger.
I'm saying Bill ain't going to be around much longer.
No, he's 71, 72 years old, I believe.
Yeah, he might coach till he's 80. Maybe.
Maybe. That's...
I don't see another Bill Belichick legacy anywhere else, like even close to what he had in New England. Like that's never going to happen again. Probably in the history of football, honestly. For as long as we live, at least.
Yeah, 20-year dynasty, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, unless Patrick Mahomes just start pulling shit out of his ass and Andy Reid lays off the cheeseburgers long enough to live a little bit, that's the only chance we got.
See, I don't see it happening because they put too much money toward Mahomes.
I mean, that's the only dynasty I could see in the NFL even coming close to the Bill Brady.
I don't see
Mahomes and Reid. And Andy Reid's going to have to lay off the cholesterol a little bit if he wants to live long enough to make that dynasty happen. So,
I don't agree with them paying Mahomes too much money.
I think he's worth it.
I think he is too, but
he's the greatest quarterback we've ever seen play a sport. Name another quarterback that can make some of the throws he does. No one. There's not been another quarterback that has made some of them throws.
Aaron fucking Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers has never made a throw falling down on his back, throwing it 40 yards to a wide open receiver and it bouncing off his face mask.
Well, hell,
Rodgers has always had weapons.
Brock Purdy did that in college.
No, not some of the throws we've seen from Mahomes.
Mahomes is probably the best quarterback
I've ever seen. He is the best quarterback I've ever seen. Dude, I don't care what you say. There's not another quarterback that's made
easily the best NFL right now. There's nobody you can put above him in the NFL right
now. No, he's the greatest of all time. Now, as it sits right now, he is the greatest of all time.
Calm down, Stephen A. Smith.
No, I mean, I'll give you Aaron Rodgers. He's a great quarterback, but you can say, Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You can't name anyone else because there's no one else.
Dude, Sammy Watkins.
Oh yeah, he really did
Kadarius
it.
Toney.
Yeah, 3 absolute
Isaiah
garbage.
Pacheco, Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Trash. I'm just saying, I watched when he played the Niners in that Super Bowl and they got beat to death. Dude, he was hitting people in the end zone with throws I've never seen made. Never
I
seen
don't
him make.
think we've never seen another quarterback play like him. Like that
And you
I've been
probably
alive.
won't.
No, I mean
Probably won't.
he's a like Lamar Jackson if Lamar could fucking throw the ball as good as him. Like he's got Lamar's running ability, but he don't use it because he's fucking making the throws. When that little boy gets out and fucking wants to run the ball, he can run it, but he always improvises and makes the play that you don't see. Like nobody sees the plays he sees. It's fucking ridiculous. I think
I gotta say he's already like, cause I mean you can't say a Brady. Brady was always in the pocket, making easy throws. I mean a lot of his throws were 5 yards and less for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, Peyton Manning, he was also always in the pocket behind a good offensive line. Aaron Rodgers, yeah, he's the closest because he did make some crazy throws, but I mean Mahomes, man, he'll make throws falling down, people on his back, throw an absolute dime, and watch it fall to the ground because someone couldn't catch it in the end zone.
There's nobody in the NFL that I can even put at a close second to him. Like, there's nobody.
At this point, no. I think the closest that can make like crazy throws like that might be Josh Allen, but
normally on Josh's crazy
arm.
throws, though, it goes from going to the dark colored jersey to the light colored jersey, and then coming back the opposite direction when he makes his crazy throws.
Yeah, because it bounces off everybody's hands.
I don't mind Josh Allen, but I don't think
Josh
he's as good
Allen
as the pedestal
has
put him on.
MVP numbers this year. Better numbers than Lamar.
Those interceptions don't scream MVP numbers.
Man, those his turnovers ain't even the worst in the NFL this year. Mahomes caught him. He only threw 14 interceptions this year.
Only? Wow.
How many touchdowns?
With only 40 plus touchdowns. Yeah, the ratio is like, what do you mean no? Look it up. His numbers this year were better than half the NFL. Actually, most of the NFL.
They ain't nobody clears 40 touchdowns this year, so I know he didn't.
Go look at it. It's 38, somewhere real close to 40.
He had 29 passing touchdowns and 18 interceptions.
No, there ain't no way.
He has 15 rushing touchdowns, but he had 29 passing, 18 interceptions. And you're going to tell me that he fucking had an MVP caliber season?
He did have an MVP caliber season.
God damn, 18 interceptions? Hell. By your logic, fucking old Mac Jones is the next man up. Give him a fucking MVP trophy next year. Because we didn't have a 40 touchdown quarterback this year. Based off of passing yards. We didn't have one. Or passing touchdowns. Which is very crazy to think about in its own.
Yeah, it really is, because we've seen that, what, every season for the last...
Especially with
15?
17 games now instead of 16.
Yeah.
No, I think they put Josh Allen on a pedestal too high. Same with Jalen Hurts, man. Like, I get it. You can get all these rushing touchdowns.
Don't compare Josh Allen to him.
Damn, Jalen Hurts is in the same fucking boat as he is. Shit ton of rushing touchdowns, shit ton of interceptions. Exact same boat.
Yeah, that downfall of the Eagles in the last, 7 games? They won 6 of their last 7 games.
They started the season off 10-1.
Yeah, and then they lost 6.
I love every second of it, too.
Wait, no, they lost 5, and then they lost in the playoffs. That's what it was.
They're frauds, too.
I agree 100%. I mean, I don't know what the hell happened there, though. We seen that a couple of years ago with the Cardinals and the Steelers. Whenever they were undefeated until, Green Bay beat them, what was that, 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
Ravens have pulled that move a couple times. I got used to it. Tennessee Vols pulled that move last year.
Well, I mean, your quarterback also went down, too, so.
Yeah. Got old Bazooka Joe in there.
I wouldn't say bazooka. I mean, I'm more like a
Future top 10 NFL pick. Give me Milton at number 7.
God damn, we got McCarthy going at 5 now, and Milton 7. Collier's over here thinking, damn, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, damn. Maybe Josh Allen does suck.
Nah, I'm comparing his stats to everybody else's in the MVP race.
How are you gonna be listening to Juice WRLD after this?
4, 7.
There's only really one person in the MVP race, and that's Lamar Action Jackson.
And he doesn't deserve MVP.
He had
I think it's
way
Christian
better
McCaffrey.
season than fucking
McCaffrey.
Josh
deserves it
Allen
more than
did.
Fucking Lamar.
Compared to what?
to Josh Allen.
Yeah, comparing what?
Josh Allen threw the ball fucking 200 more times. Threw fucking.
He also like almost doubles his total touchdowns.
Well, yeah, when you throw it fucking 355 more fucking times than somebody else, I hope you
mean,
double
his-
their touchdowns. He also doubled his interceptions.
Running game too.
Lamar had more rushing yards.
Yeah, and half the touchdowns.
Okay, Lamar don't get down to the fucking end zone and they push him into the fucking end zone. He ain't a fucking 270-pound running back.
Nah.
Ravens ain't gay. They don't do the
He only had
tush push
200
stuff.
more rushing yards than Josh Allen.
200's 200. Lamar's also about 1,100 away from passing Mike Vick.
48. On 50 more carries too.
Okay, that's about right.
I mean, when you got a running back playing quarterback, that tends to happen.
Well,
I don't see where we're getting unanimous MVP from.
Who you
I
gonna
don't
put
see
over?
it's unanimous.
Who you gonna get?
McCaffrey.
They ain't gonna vote
Yeah,
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey
MVP.
really deserves
That's
it
who
the
really deserves it. Is McCaffrey.
They
He's
ain't
the
gonna
only
vote
one that
McCaffrey
deserves it.
MVP, dude.
Lamar's stats this year are just not good compared to like MVPs. They're not good.
He's gonna get it.
3,000 yards through the air, dude. That's terrible.
He's gonna get it.
How many rushing yards did he have?
He had 3,700 yards to the fucking air, dude. Where you at?
3,700, dude, in 17 games.
And 850 some rushing yards.
Yeah, he barely cleared over 4,000 total yards.
How's that? I don't know what kind of math you're doing,
4,500.
but
That's just-
3,700 plus 800 is not barely clearing 4,000. I know you went to Appalachia,
4,500.
and that shit, math and shit's hard for y'all up there. But 3,700 plus 800 is not barely clearing 4K.
You're biased.
4,500.
4,500
How many fumbles did he
total
have?
yards.
How many
I don't know.
fumbles did he have? It was in the teens, wasn't
11.
it? 11. How many interceptions?
7.
Because he only throws the ball 5 times a game.
That is true.
He's a running back. That's what he is.
And you can't trust him whenever he passes past 10 yards though. That's the thing about Lamar. He's not very accurate.
God damn, he hit Zay Flowers on a 50-yard bomb in the last week of the season. Or the second to last week. Off his back foot.
Well, buddy, Well, was he wide open?
Not really. He launched it and he beat him in a foot race. Which, granted, Zay does run a sub 440. God, I love Zay Flowers. I'm so glad Marquise Brown got out of town. So funny. Marquise Brown says, I want to go somewhere where I'm appreciated more. Okay, we'll ship your ass out of here. Arizona, you go. Yay, I get to play with Kyler. Oh, shit, I'm a 200-yard wide receiver now. Really screwed the pooch for himself. And we got
He
Tyler
couldn't get you
Linderbaum
fucking
out of
cold either though.
CeeDee Lamb's mother goes on Facebook saying that Dak Prescott isn't it.
He's not. Simply not.
Somebody commented on it and said, tell your youngin' to come to the home team. CJ Stroud would love him. She said, I wish he would. CJ is great. This is this is CeeDee Lamb's mom on Facebook. That's tough. That's going to cause a lot of locker room issues right there. Nah,
I mean,
Dallas.
Dak just ain't it.
Dallas is a dumpster fire.
Well, when you've got a owner stuck in his ways,
I think Jerry Jones is the damn problem
he's
there.
been the problem for years.
But
Yeah,
the thing is,
100%.
man, who's going to buy the team off of him? He ain't going to sell it.
No, he
I
ain't gonna sell it, and they're
He
just gonna
wipes
keep
his,
losing.
he wipes his ass with $100 bills. He ain't worried about money.
I
They're
think
just
his
gonna
kids
keep
need to be,
losing.
hey, you need to get out of town and let us take a charge.
Somebody needs to take charge there.
Yeah. He has too much input.
Yeah,
for-
Elon Musk needs to buy him or something. Get
He has
Jeff
too much
Bezos.
input there. It's ridiculous.
We all need to go support Tim the Tapman Stream. Let Tim buy
Yeah.
him. Somebody needs to get Jerry Jones out there, dude.
Dude, I was watching his stream chat just absolutely dog him about the Cowboys losing. It was entertaining as hell.
I mean, that's rough. Like, really, I mean, truly, honestly, if you think about it, being a Dallas fan, I mean, that's just rough. I mean, you've had a Super Bowl contending team 10 out of the last 12 seasons. And that's how it's ended for you. That's...
Look, first time losing to a 7th seed. That's the first 7th seed win.
Like, Green Bay has more wins than AT&T Stadium than the Cowboys do. Fun fact of the day right there. Yeah. Yes,
How the fuck
sir.
is that possible?
They have more playoff wins inside AT&T
Playoff
Stadium.
wins. Okay.
Inside of AT&T Stadium than the Dallas Cowboys do.
Damn.
Yeah. Let that blow your mind for a minute or two. That goes to show you. I mean, that's poverty franchise is what it is. A poverty franchise. And you're supposed to be America's team. Poverty.
I don't see what. I mean, they're called America's team because of the fucking 90s. That was 30 years ago. I mean,
That era's gone.
yeah.
Just like the Billy B era, just like the Nick Saban era, all these eras that I hated so much, man, they're all gone. And oh my God, it's making football so much better for me. I mean, we got shitters everywhere. I mean, like, look at West Virginia. You know, Collier still supports them, and they've been a dumpster fire for years. Look at Carolina. They've definitely been a dumpster fire.
You talking about a little man right there.
I don't switch up on my teams. I'm not a Patriots and an Alabama fan. I'm probably about to be a Falcons and Georgia fan.
Jake.
Yeah.
Got choked up a little bit. That.
No, he was a Patriots and a Bucks fan.
Oh, yeah,
a
the
Patriots,
Bucks
Bucks, and Bama fan. Celtics
Yeah.
in the NBA until LeBron went to the Lakers, and he was a Lakers fan. Who do you like in hockey, Jake? I don't know who has the most cups.
Man, I'll stick true and try to my team. Boy, do we suck. West Virginia's looking all right.
Yeah,
At the
they're
time,
looking promising.
for the time being. I mean, I'm still not going to give too much credit to Neil Brown because I'm on the fence with him. I like him a little more this season because he quit running screens about every play.
He
But
had to do. I watched a few West Virginia games.
he looked a lot better this year than last year. But
Hey, what's
still,
that recruit y'all was getting? What's his name?
Noah Nega. Noah Nega. Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, yeah. Dude,
That's the boy.
I can't believe that's that man's name.
They got him on ESPN, asked him how to pronounce it, and he said it's Noah Nega.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's coming to West Virginia. His jersey sales are going to be through the roof. You best believe I'm buying one. I'll have one tomorrow.
There's no doubt in my mind you'll be buying one.
I'm getting it signed. I'm going to be like, hey, what's up, fella? Can you sign this for me?
Oh, God.
He's going to have announcers in shambles. On the tackle, Noah,
Poor fella.
Another one's Day Farmer, by the way, just in case y'all wanted to know.
West Virginia won't be bad, especially with like your power Big 12 teams leaving. Like,
Yeah.
Big
Yeah,
12
like
is not going to be
Fans.
strong. So, I don't know, man. Y'all might have a good year next year. Y'all might have a 10-win season.
Hopefully, it's been a while. It has been a while.
This is what, Gino?
Gino
No, we had a 10-win season with Greer.
Greer.
Oh, yeah.
That was the last time though,
No Willie.
because we beat Texas on that last deep shot. It was the greatest day of my life.
Orange down.
What about the Tavon Austin Oklahoma game, man?
Yeah, too bad it was too late. We figured out he was a better running back than receiver that game.
572 yards.
Yeah,
Boy, that man
dude,
was,
I miss that guy, man. Tavon Austin was electric.
he was one of the best college athletes I've ever watched play
He-
live.
I mean, this might be biased, but I think he is the best college player to ever play.
I still got to put Money Manziel at number one for me.
I mean, but he was throwing to a all-time Hall of Fame receiver too. So
I like Money Manziel, man. He made plays for him.
so did Tavon Austin.
Yeah.
I mean, Tavon was electric, boy.
Well, yeah. Oh, man, there's just so much going on in football right now. It's crazy.
Like Dan Campbell being a fraud.
Oh, my God.
No,
He's a fraud.
he is not a fraud.
Fraud.
I think if they make it to the Super Bowl, like, truly make it, they got to bring Barry Sanders out of retirement, sign him to a one-day contract, just set him on the bench, one-day contract, just so he can finally have his ring.
You got to do it with Megatron too. What are you talking about?
Have them both in the damn.
Honestly, you
No.
might as well just go ahead and put Megatron in the game.
Mhm.
Play him in the game.
He ain't that old. He could probably
No,
still ball
but-
a little bit.
Detroit did Detroit things, and he got beat to death in his 9 seasons in the league.
Yep.
And Detroit fans always wondering, why does everybody leave us? Maybe it's because y'all beat everybody to death.
It sucks so bad.
It's the
to hear
same with
Carson
Barry,
early.
man. All of them had. Barry and Megatron both had to retire early because they just got beat to death in Detroit.
Yeah,
Poor
Detroit for Barry
Detroit.
couldn't get a line to save his wife.
Imagine if Barry would have kept playing. He would have beat Emmett's record. Easy money.
Oh yeah, I mean if he was behind the line that Emmett was behind, I mean he would probably had double Emmett's fucking rushing yards.
Imagine if Thomas Jones would have kept playing.
Shut up. All right, let's move on to their divisional round predictions. And who we
Ravens
think
on top.
won those. You taking Ravens over Texans?
35-14.
Give me Texans.
I can see the Texans doing something there.
I see y'all just exploding.
Will Anderson's about to tear Lamar up.
Yeah, he won't be able to get to Lamar.
Well, who's gonna stop him? Ronnie Stanley.
Yeah. Yes, Cersei.
That dude's more injury
All
prone.
in their bomb, baby.
I think it'll be a close game. I do see Baltimore probably taking it. I'm surprised the Texans made it this far.
Give me Dalvin Cook 3 touchdowns.
Give me 42-10 Texans.
You're smoking.
All right. This
CJ
motherfucker.
Stroud's gonna have 5 TDs on y'all's ass.
I believe his
Nah.
propane's leaking in his house or something. And shit's getting to his head.
I think it'll be a close game. I'm not going to give a score prediction, but I'm going to go ahead and give it to the Ravens.
I'm taking the Ravens, and I'm taking the. I'm gonna flip it up and take the Packers on the late game. Actually,
I'm taking the Niners.
Give me Green Bay.
I'm
I'm
taking Green Bay on
taking
the late
the
game.
Go Pack, go.
I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take the Lions, and I'm gonna go with the Bills taking the rematch.
Oh, I can 100% see that. This is Bill's final chance, I think. They have to win now.
Yeah. Before that defense gets even worse.
Yeah. But I see Josh Allen outplaying Mahomes.
Oh yeah, especially in home game, fucking -9
It's gonna
degrees.
be- Now, Kansas City is used to
Yeah,
cold.
it's cold
so
too, but you're playing in a environment where those fans
throw-
love football.
They're throwing snowballs at you.
Yeah.
and stuff. I watched him pelt George Pickens of all the whole game.
You know how pissed I'd fucking be if I'd sit around the sideline just minding my own business getting decked with fucking snowballs.
And you don't even know where they're coming from because everyone's throwing them.
Yeah, I'd just start fucking throwing cups of Gatorade at them.
Be like that dude off the from the Jets, just looking at the stands. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
And I'm taking Bucks over Lions.
Wow, I'm sticking with the Lions, baby. Give me Jared Goff 3 passing tutties.
Nah, give me Jared Goff,
Give
2
me-
picks.
Give me Sam Laporta touchdown. He'll be
I'll
back.
take the Sam Laporta touchdown.
James is out for, I reckon, about the rest of the year.
Yeah, his hand.
Yeah, he broke his hand. Had to have surgery and everything.
Yeah, Dan Campbell made sure that happened after he dropped that fucking pass.
Nah, I still don't blame James for that. Hit him at the knees, man.
Yeah, but he's out of Detroit. I can about guarantee it.
He'll be a Panther next year.
I mean, I'll take him more. Our tight end room's terrible.
I don't know. He'll go somewhere.
Well, we know where he's gonna go. His favorite team.
You think he's going to go to the D?
It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, that is his favorite team.
I don't see McCarthy.
I don't
Taking
see
another
them
tight
adding that. Why would they? Ferguson's like a top 10 tight end this year.
Dallas is running out of money.
Well, I mean, what you wouldn't have to pay him much.
Well, they're going to pay, yeah, here we go, a bunch of money next year.
I remember talking to James in college before he had what was it, ACL?
Oh, yeah, he's always been a
Injury?
Tech Dallas fan. Like, when he was announcing
no.
his college, I knew he was going to Tech.
Yeah. Well, so I was talking to him. He said, "What?" I was like, "What do you think is the best fit for you?" He said, "Ravens."
The Ravens honestly would have been the best
I don't
fit.
see them getting him either.
I know, not with Lockley and fucking.
Dude, Likely's so
Andrews there.
good. Well, I think Likely's a tight end 1 at another team. That boy, he's good.
Sure.
Well, we've cleared an hour today, so I think we've done pretty good on our first 2 weeks. Or no, what was it? We was off a week, wasn't we?
Week and a half.
Thanks, Collier.
Couldn't help it.
Yeah, I mean Kentucky could go without electricity for a day or two, man. We got podcasts to make.
You
Yeah,
gotta make
word.
gotta make that blue collar dollar.
Yeah. You want us to change up professions or something? I hear the local strip club's hiring.
Maybe a male gigolo.
Yeah, looking for 2 Chippendales.
Hey,
You,
let's go.
You and Case on board. I can't get out there and do it, but I know y'all can. I got confidence in you.
I'll actually get permission for that, but you know.
Yeah. I definitely don't.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah. All right. Well, anything else y'all want to cover before we head out?
Damn, buddy, you missing Call of Duty that damn bad?
Not really. I just, figure we're over an hour. We've cleared about all the NFL topics. I mean, unless y'all want to, flow into something else. I mean, I'll talk about anything. Y'all talk about Tennessee basketball? I mean,
No.
shoot.
Who the fuck cares about
Oh,
Tennessee?
There's been some crazy stuff going on in NCAA basketball, though.
I hear a baby. Collier done went and pissed her off.
It's our bedtime, ain't it? Yeah, that's what's going on.
Well, all right. Well, we'll head out for the night. When do y'all want to do the next one? When are we gonna? You gonna do it Sunday night after the games, or what? What do you gonna do?
After the games,
Or-
bro, that's gonna be like 12 o'clock.
Sunday night during the late game, or
After that game goes off, I'm going to bed. I gotta be up at 4 o'clock in the
Yeah,
morning
well,
on
I mean-
Monday.
the late game starts at 8, so I figure we start at about the time the late game starts. Check in, see if we get Bishop in here. We'll definitely be doing our Tuesday and Friday next week. But I just figure we'd make one more this week to kind of catch back up.
Who is playing on Sunday night?
Bills and Chiefs.
Damn. That's probably the better. Yeah. Like,
That'll be a good game. Be a good game to be talking about. 'Cause we can talk about it on the stream, but we can't show the game on the stream
yeah.
due to copyright. So we're golden there. As long as we just talk about it and don't show it, we're good.
Damn, I'm gonna have to actually put on my fucking glasses so I can actually see something.
I know what you mean. I need to give me some. Well, we'll head out of here for the night. It's good seeing y'all again. Glad we made our way back after a solid 10 days. Hopefully, no storms come in here in the next little bit. Y'all pray for us on that so Collier don't have to dip out. But we will be back in. We'll go Sunday night, and then we'll flip back Tuesday and Friday next week, normal time. So
Actually, hold up. I'm still disappointed. Nobody still hit me up on fucking Instagram. I don't know what's going on here. What the fuck?
you gotta. You're a taking man now, Case. You gotta stop.
Hey, mommy milkers are mommy milkers, dude.
On that one, we're definitely gonna head out. Y'all stay safe. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the snow if you got it, 'cause we sure do.
Yeah, well, I ain't